Hey Narwhals, I'm your host Luke Narwhal, and welcome back to another weight loss video. I hope you enjoy. From 226 pounds to 134 pounds, it was possible 4 years ago because of this subreddit. I'm now 164 pounds and overweight, posting this to keep myself accountable because I'm going to get healthy again this year. I'm now restarting my journey. While my first journey helped me become aware of calories in and calories out, helped me take out soft drinks away from my entire lifestyle, and it introduced me to a new, healthier way of eating. However, I fell down again and was able to gain weight after reaching 139 pounds. My number one enemy right now are sweets. Before I decided to lose weight, I hated sweets, except for soft drinks. It's only when I lost the weight it might have unlocked my love for sweets. I now love cakes, I love pastries, I love frappuccinos, I love ice cream. Now, I'm gonna limit that. In fact, the main reason I joined Reddit in the first place and how I discovered it is because of r/lose it. And as you can see my username, it's time to be a calorie killer G again for this year, and hopefully end the year with a healthier weight and a healthier lifestyle. We got this, everyone. We can do this. I'm in a similar boat, gained about 20 pounds back after losing 60 a few years ago. It's like, I know what to do to lose it, I just need to commit to doing it. Let's do it, starting today. That's the worst, knowing what you need to do to lose weight, but neglecting to do it, because the overwhelming confidence of having that key enables the behavior of putting healthy habits at bay. I find myself in a circle of saying, I know how to lose weight, so it's not a big deal if I stay overweight for one more day. Over the course of a year, motivation is the biggest mountain for me. I don't know if this helps, but I found a great alternative to ice cream was popsicles. They're lower calorie, and you can have 3 for 100 calories, so they usually help curb my sweet tooth late at night. This, or I like to mix frozen fruit and Greek yogurt. Whoa, never thought of doing this. What's your proportions? I do 1/4 cup of full-fat plain Greek yogurt, half a cup of skim milk, and a cup of frozen fruit with 1 sweetener packet. It comes to 187 calories of very satisfying ice cream. You got this. I went from 260-ish to 170, was a college athlete, and then stopped, around 8 years ago. Then I gained most of it back over the course of 2 years. Pint of vodka rum a night will do that to you. And then 240-ish to current weight of 170. This was all fat, unlike my first time, over the last 3 years. The second time around was easier in that I knew what to do, but harder in that I was more self-critical and embarrassed that I let cheap rum and Taco Bell do that to me. You'll lose that weight in no time. Keep your end goal in mind. Find a sweet that you have to have in your pantry. For me, it's a bag of dark chocolate chips, and make that your only sugary snack. I love chocolate, so this took the place of chocolate ice cream, chocolate cookies, etc. A mouthful of chocolate chips work great to curb that craving. Maybe you can find a similar allowed vice that will completely satisfy your craving for an entire pastry, etc. And best of luck. I went through something similar, 190 pounds to 130 in 2012. Eventually, I gained it back after I left my walkable city and moved to the Midwest, where I have to drive everywhere. I went up to 170 before realizing. I spent last year getting back down to 140, and now I'm just battling with my last 6 pounds. Any tips on how you went from 170 to 140? I'm looking to lose about that much weight, but I'm struggling. Well, I would have to go back to what I learned the original time. I cut out all soda, drink only water and tea, and I use an app, MyFitnessPal, but there are others, to keep count of my calories, and I stay under 1,300 a day. It's different for everyone, depending on activity. I honestly don't go to the gym or get a ton of exercise beyond riding my bike casually in the summer. I have very little time outside of work and commute, so I just maintain the calorie deficit. You just gotta keep at it and not stress if you miss a day. Just keep going. The pandemic lockdown is a weight gain fiesta for everyone. Please don't be too hard on yourself. The thing you need to remember about sugar is that it is a drug. Back in the day, people only had sweets, in moderation, on holidays. It was a special treat. And now we think we are advanced because we can have whatever we want whenever we want it, especially sugar. And as a society, our health is a mess. The sugar we eat these days is junk too. It's not from cane, it's from beets. And they really load it on. You might be too young to remember the flavor of candy from years ago, but I do. It didn't burn your throat or make you feel like you had to drink water or die. Just like tobacco, the manufacturers make sweets more addictive than it naturally is. And don't blame yourself. You've just gotten caught up in a powerful dietary undertow. You can break free, and you will. And best of luck. Onward and downward. Absolutely. I lost 80 pounds, was down to 127, and gained a little over 20 back since Christmas. Life is a lot tougher emotionally lately. I'm buckling down now and thankful for the good habits that have stuck. I know we can do this. Time to start crushing. I never ate sweets. My whole life, I've only ever craved super savory things or like chips. It's weird because when I was 158 pounds, you couldn't make me eat cake or chocolate, etc. Then I started working out and watching what I ate and got down to 123, and suddenly had a newfound love for sweets. A cake, candy, Little Debbie's, whatever. LOL, I don't know why that is or what changed, but it'd be interesting to know. Anyways, best of luck on your journey. Obviously, you can do it. You've done it before. I feel ya. I was at 228 pounds and dropped down to 155. Then I slowly started gaining again. When I hit 200, I said enough was enough and started focusing on my health once again. And I just got back down to under 190. The silver lining is that you already know how to do it. And now you know how much of a pain it is to have to do it all the second time. So you're hopefully less likely to relapse. I've read a lot about how hard your body tries to gain weight after you lose a substantial amount. And please don't beat yourself up about it, but the too long didn't read is that your body makes food taste better, increases your hunger hormones, it tries to get you to move less, decreasing your NEAT, which is like shaking your leg. It slightly decreases metabolism, some more than others, etc. What I found works best to maintain is to work on increasing my NEAT and notice when my body is forcing me to slow down and try to counter that. I maintain around 10,000 steps a day just to maintain my weight. I also make sure to consume chocolate daily. I know this sounds weird, but it's an appetite suppressant. I have zero sugar biter chocolate chips in my freezer, and whenever I find myself at the fridge, I eat a couple chocolate chips. It decreases level of ghrelin, which is your hunger hormone. What is NEAT? PubMed explains it best. In non-exercise activity thermogenesis, NEAT is the energy expended for everything we do that is not sleeping, eating, or sports like exercise. It ranges from the energy expended walking to work, typing, performing yard work, undertaking agricultural tasks, and fidgeting. Just remember, you did it once already. This time will be a piece of cake. No pun intended. I lost 60 pounds last year and then put on 8 to 10 over the holidays that I have been able to shake. I got to eating and then forgot all my mental tactics. Try to get in tune with those again. I've been repeating my self-love mantra. I am strong and I am beautiful. I've started trying to leave at least one piece of food on my plate and fighting that urge to literally lick the plate clean. Whatever worked for you mentally before, try to tap into that again. An easy swap that I see right away is ice cream for frozen yogurt. If you can find French vanilla frozen yogurt instead of regular vanilla frozen yogurt, by the way, get it. French vanilla over normal vanilla literally makes that stuff so good, you'll never want the old ice cream again. Similar situation here. I was a reasonably healthy eater, and I love to work out. I taught group fitness classes twice a week. Since COVID started, I've stopped all the classes, and working out became pointless and tiresome. I know, it's not actually pointless, that's just the darker headspace I was/am in. So that went the way of the dodos. I gave in to crappy eating and started drinking more, so it wasn't long before the weight gain became noticeable. I'm about 20 pounds heavier than this time last year. I miss the old me, but having a hard time getting back to there. Best of luck with your journey. Don't hate on yourself too much, friend. We all went through different struggles due to the pandemic, and you only gained 30 pounds during that time. It'll be much easier to get back on track once things are more normal. That's what I keep telling myself anyway. Also, if you must go for the soft drinks, diet is where it's at. No calories, no sugar, and honestly, tastes better than full sugar. And sweets aren't your enemy. I used to use them as rewards to basically Pavlov myself into doing stuff or working out. Example, if I study until this page and remember it, I can eat my small sweet snack. If I worked out and got everything I needed to get done today, I can have a candy bar or ice cream after dinner. I'm no medical expert, just sharing what worked for me. Let's get this. And that brings us to the end of the video, Narwhals. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please tap subscribe to join our awesome community, the Narwhals, and for more weight loss stories that help you stay on track. And here's our featured Narwhal of the day. Finally, in Wonderland, all I can say is thank you, Jesus, and thank all of you for the love and support.